Hello friends, welcome to my channel SushantChessWise. Today we are going to start a new series where we are going to discuss how to play against unsound openings, especially the unsound gambits. So we are going to start with the lesson quickly, and as we go on I will tell you what it is about. So after e4, e5, we know that main move is nf3 for white, and here there are basically only three options: nc6, d6 and nf6, means these are considered to be the main moves. Today we are going to discuss the move d5 mainly, and also I will show you what happens if black tries to play in a gambit style with bishop c5. The move f5, the so-called Latvian gambit, will be taken in the next lesson. So let's get quickly to the move bc5 here. After bc5, white of course takes ne5, he gets the center pawn. Black tries to play like the Stafford gambit in the Petrov. He offers knight into c6, and then after knight c6 he wants to take with the d pawn, gathering more development. But white has better ways. So white here immediately plays nf3. The knight retreats, very true, but see, immediately white is going to have the move d4 and his center will be very strong. So black has to stop that. Black plays queen e7, attacks e4, knight c3 supporting e4, black goes nf6. Now see, any move like d3 would be really bad. It would allow black to play d5. This is what black is looking at. So here white plays d4, good move. It looks like we are allowing knight e4, but after c takes, bishop e3, white has covered all his development. Center pawn on d4 is looking good, and see, after any move like bb6, bd3, queen goes away, and after castle you can make out it's a very good position for white. Soon there will be the moves c4 followed by d5. White's central space will give him clear-cut advantage. So black tries nb4 here, and after nb4 comes d takes c5, immediately accepting the challenge. Knight c2 check, kd2, the king looks unsafe on d2, but after na1 white simply recovers queen a1, and see, next he is going to play bd3 followed by either king to c2 or e2 squares, and white is clearly better here. Let's go to the main part of the analysis now. So after nf3 we are discussing the move d5, which is the so-called elephant gambit, one unsound gambit we can say, and let's see what white should do. See, I am going to stick to the main moves for white, avoiding all the pitfalls so that we don't have to enter murky and unnecessary lines. White goes e takes d5, and here main move is e4. We will look at the move qd5 first. After qd5 there is nothing much, just nc3, queen e6. Just I wanted to show you how to develop this bishop, because it cannot be played to c4 right now. So white plays bb5 check, allowing c6, and here comes bishop a. The bishop will go to b3 and hit this queen on e6. So black is going to lose a few more tempi. qg6, removing the queen, and now comes good move queen e2, attacking e5. It is going with a check. So knight e7, bb3, and now the strong threat knight e5. Idea to attack f7 and g6 simultaneously. So after f6, white to play. What will you do as white? So those who understand the opening principles very well, they will realize that white is already well developed, and he should go with the move d4. Immediately see, trying to break the center. Now see, after queen takes g2, if ed4, of course knight e4 is very strong. There is the threat of knight d6 winning on the spot. So queen takes g2, rook g1, queen h3, d takes e5. The position is getting opened. So black plays bishop f5, trying to develop, then ef, gf, and bishop f4. White is almost winning. See, next move will be long castle over here, and you see that then the rook can be employed on e1. The knight is also ready to go to e4, eyeing d6 and the f6 squares. So this position is winning for white. So the move queen d5 gives hybrid kind of positions arising from e4 e5 and e4 d5 ed queen d5. So black's main move is e4 here. After e4, Now white has to play precisely. Of course, we don't want to do nd4 and then allow qd5. The position is not of great advantage to white over here. So white plays a very unusual looking move, queen e2. See, very strange at first, but see the development. White already has 3, the pawn, knight and the queen. The bishop actually is looking like a problem piece here, but white frees himself very easily. See, first e4 is attacked, so black has to play either the move queen e7 or maybe the move nf6, which happen to be the main lines. If black tries to play in a gambit fashion with queen bishop e7, then see queen e4, knight f6, and here white has the very strong bb5 check. The queen doesn't lose the tempo immediately, and it is black who is struggling. See, after c6, white will play dc, very strong move, knight e4, cb check, and you see after bd7, b8, queen bb5, qe4, white is winning. So bd7, and after bd7, queen e2, and now knight d5. Black regained one pawn, but that's it. White is about to get better center control and more development. Let's say bd7, qd7, d4. Development is roughly level. White's center is stronger, and on top of that he is pawn up as well. So the position should be winning for white. Let's look at the move queen e7 here, which seems to lose a tempo. White has to move his knight on f3. So he does knight d4, and now if black wants to regain the pawn instantly with queen e5, there comes knight b5 attacking c7. See, the queen cannot take on d5, of course, because nc7 is a fork, instantly winning. So bd6 forced, and now white goes d4. Position is simply improving. Queen moves away, c4, white protects his pawn, the center, and after bb4 check, white was threatening c5 as well. So hence bb4, bd2, takes, a6, drives the knight away. But after knight c3, see, again this e4 pawn is a target. So after f5 long castle, soon you will see white either playing f3 or g4 and breaking down these center pawns. So this position again is winning for white. So much better than queen e5 is nf6, protecting the e4 pawn, attacking d5. Now comes c3, once again pressurizes e4, and here queen e5. This looks somewhat better, but see, now comes knight f3, queen is attacked, queen e7, queen goes back, and now white plays ng5. The knight has improved its position, e4 is weak, and after bishop f5 or bg4, both we can do qc4 here. And you see that now c7 is coming under fire. So knight b5 is a small threat, and soon white will try to play d3, which is not happening right now. d3 would allow e takes d with queen's check over here. But this position is winning for white. So black's main move is nf6, just developing and protecting e4. Black attacks d5. Now white goes d3, attacking the e4 pawn. Very simple continuation. e4 will be taken now. Queen takes d5. Of course, nc3 allows bb4, so no nc3. Knight d2 here, attacks e4, bf5. See, black is only defending his pawn on e4, and which he will not be able to keep, because after d takes c, if knight e4, then knight h4, and you see that the knight on e4 is now lost. Let's say g6, then takes, and f3. The pinned knight on e4 is gone. So be4, in this line he is not losing any piece. White goes ng5, very strong move, offers this g5 knight for the bishop on e4. See the resulting trade, very interesting one. Knight e4, if knight e4 blunder, then queen is lost. So compelled to play queen e5, because see, white is eyeing this file over here. Knight is going to do a discovered check. So after queen e5, takes check, gf forced, bishop f4. So now here black either can do queen e2, which is almost forced. Otherwise, if he tries bb4 check, then c3, queen e2 forced, bishop e2, bishop goes away, then bf3. White is almost winning. After c6 long castle, you can see it's very hard to develop this knight to d7, and this h rook is coming to e1, means the position is again see winning for white. So after queen e2 only move bishop e2, and here to see white has the strong bishop pair in an open position. Pawn structure see is ruined. There are double isolated pawns and both open files are going to fall into the control of white rooks on a1 and h1. They will occupy the squares d1 and e1 respectively. So this position also very good chances of converting this into a full point for white. See, this is the benefit of having a good opening preparation. Without taking any risk, we could manage to get a almost winning position in most of the lines. So I hope you are finding these lessons useful. Do let me know in the comments below. Thanks for your time.